All right, what's up, everybody? We're back to another exciting episode of My Podcast is Better Than Your Podcast. I'm back with a returning guest, Kirk Davenport, from the very first episode ever of My Podcast is Better Than Your Podcast, Getting High in Quarantine Part 1. Come and go. For show. This is his first time on video, so...
I'm nervous.
You can wave it. I'm nervous. You know what they say, just picture everybody with their dicks out. Also, a good friend of ours that you've definitely seen before, Timon Weiner, is here, but he's only here in spirit. Ooh. How you doing, Weiner?
I'm not here.
God damn it. All right. Yeah, so I guess we'll just get right to it. I figured we would kind of talk about what's been going on with like comedy and stuff, considering it's still been kind of a slow start. Getting back to it. How do you feel about that, Kirk? You been getting out at all?
I went to the first time Marcos started up the VFW.
Right.
I went to that one. And then I missed...
Oh, you weren't at the last one?
Yeah, I missed it. I didn't even realize it was happening until it was too late, and I was doing shit, so I couldn't make it. But other than that, it's like, I just see people doing like the Zoom shit, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to record myself alone in a room.
Yeah, fuck that.
That's one step away from suicide.
It is, too. It's like, you start out recording things you think are funny, and then you end up recording your suicide note. Yeah, like that's a Zoom open mic.
Here's what's been sort of irking me a little bit. I have a bunch of random friends texting me like, "Hey, how's the comedy thing going?" I'm all like, "Why? You didn't even care when it was going.
You didn't care when it was actually
That's
going.
because they're bored in their house.
And you're gonna
now.
pretend like you cared. Yeah, it's because they don't have anything to do. So they're like, "Hey, buddy," and you're like, "No, fuck you."
How's your hobbies coming? I have none.
How's that show, that thing you were working on? Dude, I go live every other day. You clearly didn't subscribe.
Like, honestly, dude.
It's like, if you didn't know I was doing stuff actively, you never once looked at my channel. That's what I would say if I were you.
Every person that doesn't subscribe, you should just start killing kittens until you get arrested or more subscriptions.
I don't want to be the next Shane Dawson.
Who's that?
He's this YouTuber who was like fucking cats, or he like,
What?
and then he would he used to
didn't hear about
masturbate
that.
to the pictures of Jada Smith.
What?
Or
Jaden Smith?
No, not Jada Smith.
Like
the
the
girl,
kid?
Willow. He used to
okay.
like back when she was like 11.
So, and this is just some random YouTuber?
He was like a really big YouTuber,
He sounds like my ex.
but like he would record
He does sound like your ex.
he would record audio of like himself fucking cats and all sorts of shit, dude. And like
when I was in high school, I found out one of my teachers fucked a cat to get
you can look up like his apology video on the YouTube.
Yeah, I'm good on that. I didn't even know he did it, and I'm just disgusted.
That's my favorite thing is the
I guess
apology.
the accurate
Yeah.
way you should feel about that is just disgust.
Apology videos are the best.
What do you guys think about the thing that happened to Will Smith where his wife
Talked
about
we
cheating on him?
talked about it when it happened, I think, and we didn't talk about it much after that.
I just thought
I don't care because fuck celebrities and their lives. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
They don't care about me.
Well, the only thing I saw was people were getting upset because they started using it as a meme. They're like, this man is like broken and hurt.
Yeah,
but I'm like, they're the ones that chose to do it.
Well, they're also celebrities and they're in the spotlight anyway. Like, you're
Yeah.
gonna be like, don't make fun of him. It was hard. It's like, yeah, but like,
the only thing is that this
whatever.
is like, they're kind of being like celebrities because they want to do it live on camera. And
Right.
It's like, that's some shit you do in private.
The thing is like that story would be like under the table gossip if it was anybody else in the world, but because they're famous, everybody has to know about it. It's in the fucking limelight. But it's his wife's fault. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
That's why people were saying that they were defending Will because, you know, his wife's a fucking hoe for show.
Mm-hmm.
Hoe for show. Did you see that with the green screen lighting when he prayed to put his vape in front of your face before it dissipated? You let like ghost for a second.
Oh, dude, that's awesome.
It was really. Dude, do it again. Blow a vape cloud in front of Kirk's face.
God damn, making me like
Yeah,
force feed nicotine in my system.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nicotine?
Smoke. Are you smoking yet? It's cool, right? I told you it's cool because it dissipates really fast, but it just hits just enough. That was sweet.
The gay ghost just came on my face.
If we were doing, like, if you were Obi-Wan, you know, like,
Yeah.
we just, that's how we do the special effect. We would just make Weiner blow vape clouds in front of your face. And you would just stand there like,
Huh?
You have a tattoo on your forearm?
No.
Oh, it's just the way it looked on the camera.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's because where he's sitting, the way the light's hitting his arm, it's reflecting too much.
You know what it looks like?
That's gonna disappear when the sound shit goes up. It's gonna take away this gloss wall effect, and then when I get a better camera on top of it, that won't happen.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, right now we're dealing with like an $80 webcam and no installation and a couple of fucking work lights I bought at Walmart for $8.
Oh,
So
When he puts his arm out, he looks like the liquid metal
yeah,
Terminator.
dude,
Like you took some damage.
oh, see, I'm doing pretty good.
You look normal. It's just because like I'm really shiny and like.
It's because
tan.
you're more shiny. Yeah, but so if I'm closer to the
It's
camera,
better for white supremacists.
Before I had it set, a little bit better. When I'm closer to the camera, it was happening to me too. And I had to fuck with. There's a bunch of color key settings you can fuck with. It's just right now I can only get it so good because there's a couple things I gotta change in this room. But hey, we're trying our best here to bring you hard hitting content.
Hell yeah, it is hard hitting.
Hard hitting.
Speaking of hard hitting,
content.
Weiner, how's your channel doing? I don't watch it.
Oh,
I
man.
only watch it when I want to live troll you. That's the only time.
That was great when you did that today.
Yeah, the one time.
It's doing. It's doing. You know, like I have my good moments. I have my bad moments. I just started doing these live drawings and these reaction videos, and both of them are doing well. So I'll keep those up. A bunch of shit just got canceled, or not canceled, but is on delay for like the stuff I was doing with Reika. That's all on delay for a while until.
Were you talking about that on the last episode? Explain what you're doing with Reika.
We're watching terrible movies together, and then
Doing reviews, right?
and then we're doing reviews for them.
That's going to be the new thing coming to Weinercast. Weinercast.
Well,
reviews.
we've already done a couple. We've done 3 of them.
Okay, see, that's how much I pay attention.
Yeah,
to.
we've done 3 of them already, and then now they're just on delay. But currently,
Clearly, I've watched every single one of them.
Currently, Jeremy and I are my best friend. Jeremy and I are doing Adam Sandler marathon review.
I like that. I need to go back and watch that.
We've
So
only
what
done
are
one
what are
part
the
of it.
rules as far as reviewing stuff on YouTube? Are you allowed to review stuff like movies and stuff? You're just allowed to watch them and post them.
I don't post us watching them, but I do have that shit recorded. I recorded that separately on OBS, and then I put it on my Patreon.
Oh, okay. I get it now. Yeah, because Patreon and like Twitch and stuff, I know will let you, because Twitch will let you do reacts all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's just something with like the copyright with YouTube. I know they pull that shit.
On my
the time.
Twitch, I just started doing my Sunday morning anime watch parties because I watch Boruto, Digimon Adventure, and One Piece every Sunday morning. So I'm like, well, I'm gonna just have my Twitch people watch with me. Fuck it.
I might check that out one of these days just to fuck with you. Because I obviously love anime. I'm not a huge fan of react videos, but I love anime, so I'd fuck with you and watch them.
It's not really reaction. Well, I guess it's a live.
It's
reaction.
just watch party.
It's just a watch party. Yeah.
That way you feel like you have friends.
Yeah.
It does create the illusion of friends.
Yeah. People can comment on it.
I think
my real friend JB was tuning in with me this morning. I was like, why don't you just come over? Because he lives like right down the street. I was like, why don't you just come over?
Hell yeah.
I remember we were doing the react videos, but we were doing reacting to people reacting.
Yeah.
And then someone got pissed and commented on
Someone
it.
got pissed, like, what the fuck, is this the new thing? Reacting to reaction videos? I'm
Oh,
like, yeah.
Yep. Dude, well, what did you think the next step was going to be? Remember when people found out how popular react videos were? They were like, this is ridiculous. You just want to watch somebody watch something?
Yeah.
And now they're like, you're going to watch somebody watch something and then watch that person watch them do that?
Yeah.
What? How ridiculous these kids are.
The reason it was a great idea, though, is we were only reacting to black people reacting to stuff.
That doesn't make it a better
The
idea.
other reactions are like magic tricks, you know how they lose it?
No, I mean...
So we're reacting to that.
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ.
And we just got canceled. Not that we weren't working on it anyway.
No, but the best
It was
part...
his idea.
It was my idea.
You know what we do when we weird things we don't like.
The best part about it is when No Life Shaq started playing fucking air guitar with his stuffed fucking tiger during fucking whatever the fuck song he was. I don't know.
Yeah, because he kept reacting to different rock music.
Yeah.
He just kept, that was tough.
He was wearing that like Jimi Hendrix fucking wig or whatever the fuck
he dressed the part for whatever was playing.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
This guy that we
No Life Shaq.
No Life Shaq. Check out his YouTube. He has the best reactions.
I will check him out one of these days. See, I don't watch a lot of react videos. I watch some of the dub stuff, like that one dude who just dubs his voice over shit that's happening, that black dude. Like, a lot of them are nature videos. That shit is some of the funniest shit.
I like the ones with, like, the snakes, like, chasing the lizard and fucking, yeah, I've seen a couple of those.
Dude,
those
all
nice.
of them. Even when I guess he does reacts, too. He does that one where that one dude's walking into the gas station, there's a dude robbing the gas station. And he's walking out with a gun in his hand. And dude opens the door and dude puts a gun in his face and he looks at him, just looks away and keeps walking. He doesn't even register it. And dude is so weird that he's like, fuck it, just keeps running. But it's like the weirdest thing. And dude's sitting there watching it and like as he's doing it, he's like, I don't give no fucks, no way, no, I didn't see shit. I need some Fritos. Motherfucker, just go. It's so good. It's so funny.
I saw one.
I don't even know why it's that funny. But.
I stumbled on one. There's a guy, he's some sort of like boxing commentator, MMA or something, and he'll commentate over videos of people fighting, and it's like legit professional commentation over like squirrels fighting and shit like that.
Oh,
that
shit.
one's pretty interesting.
There's this one cool. This ex like professional.
Did you see
thief.
that one? Right? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you saying?
There's this ex professional jewel thief that will react to like.
Oh
like,
yeah, I saw him. He used to
react
like
like prison shit.
And he'll watch
not
like
seen
films
that.
and.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
It'll tell you how fucking prison really is, like compared to like TV shows.
That
and
was
shit,
something I got
but-
into. Was whenever they there's this actual channel, I can't remember what it's called, but the breakdown, and they'll take a professional in the field and they'll watch movies about that profession, and they'll just like go on about like this is right, this is wrong.
Yeah.
That shit's interesting.
I like that stuff. Yeah.
They had a Navy SEAL watching like Saving Private Ryan and stuff, and yeah,
That's awesome.
crazy. Yeah, that stuff's cool.
Yeah, it is.
I remember you saying you were like, and
I
you
don't
got
remember
excited.
now. I was excited. Now I don't remember what it was because I was like didn't want to cut you off. I was like,
Can't you do like an audio playback?
I could. I'm not gonna. But I don't. It couldn't have been that important.
This is why we need like a backup.
Oh,
like
we
a sound
were
guy.
still talking about like
That's
React. We need a lot of things still, Kirk. Right now, we are like a couple people in a basement with a green tarp and an $80 microphone. All right? There's a lot of things I still need to put in this room, but they're coming. We didn't even have a camera until, 3 days ago? Yeah, we posted our first video 3 days ago.
It still looks better than we.
Because I always like to tell y'all, we're recording this on 8/30 too, 8/30/2020. This is the second episode I've recorded too, today. So same for Weiner. This is the second episode of a show Weiner recorded today. It just wasn't my show. But he got his own show. I love that. Like it's like the liquid Terminator hand just keeps coming in, like to grab to grab a fucking. He's right. Like that's what I'm saying. Just to grab a twisted tea. It's like like just while we're having a conversation for no reason. Like.
What's throwing me off is I'm looking at Weiner. It's like with the lighting. I usually see him in like dark, dirty bars doing comedy and shit.
Yeah.
And he's so lit up now. I didn't realize your nose was that hairy.
What the fuck?
Put your face in the camera.
Jesus
just
put your face in the camera.
It's gonna be shiny.
You're right. It's gonna be too shiny.
That's because you had someone come on your face earlier.
Yeah.
Reflective.
You got any news, Kirk?
No. I have no news about anything actually. Oh no, I do have some news. This is interesting. I won't say any names. It's an interesting story about because like it has to do with all the stuff going on like with the riots and people just losing it. Because when I was younger, I was in this program, the Young Marines, and this guy I haven't
This
talked
doesn't
to.
sound like news. This sounds like history.
Well, it's not news. It's news, but it's personal news. Like something happened recently. So this guy messaged me. I haven't heard from him since high
Doesn't
school.
sound breaking.
And no, hold on. We were in the Young Marines together, and he was asking me if he ever did something to this other kid because this kid was the only black kid in our unit, and now he's trying to accuse the dude of holding him down and choking him and calling the N-word and stuff. And I was like, yeah, no, that never happened because that would be like really serious because it's kind of like the Boy Scouts. Like it was a national thing. I was like, if anything like that would have happened, that would have been a big deal. But I don't know. I just thought like things are coming up.
So what happened to him?
It's just this other guy is jumping on the all the stuff with the racial. Like when I look at his Facebook, he's constantly posting stuff about
Black
being
Lives
black.
Matter.
Yeah, being
Black
black.
Lives
And he's
Matter.
like, if you don't like black life, if you say all lives matter, you're not my friend. And shit.
No lives matter.
And now he's accusing another kid of doing racist
I'm not gonna
shit
lie,
to him.
I used to
But he
say all
blasted
lives
him.
matter, but I don't want to be associated with the kind of people who say all lives matter. So I say no lives matter. That's the reason why. Because like once you get down to like, it's not the
grand scheme.
It's
of
not
the
even
universe.
it's not the importance of the statement. It's as much as it's just the people I want to be associated with. And yeah, when you get down to it, people who say no lives matter are just the fed up ones. Cool with that.
Yeah.
People who say all lives matter are usually racist.
That's the
It's
problem.
true, unfortunately. I mean,
Yeah.
because let's be honest, all lives don't matter.
No, I agree with that.
Not all
100%.
black lives matter. Don't flag me for that. Not all black lives matter.
I just don't think
Black
any
lives matter. Not all of them. Some of them are pedophiles.
I just
Some
don't.
of
Just saying.
Some of them are.
I just personally don't think really any lives matter. Like you're gonna die one day. I don't
Black
know.
guns
I
matter.
have a-
Black guns, man. Most guns are black, so yeah.
It's become a lot more popular.
Well, now
nowadays.
though, I mean, at one point in time, yeah,
Women will
most
carry
guns were
black guns now.
Now
They
you
used
can
to
get
never do
anything.
that.
You can get anything, man. I mean,
Yeah.
most of them are still black.
Yeah,
you,
most.
you can get anything though. You can get
Yeah.
3D printed whatever you want.
You
on
can
your
get a
fucking
hot
gun.
pink freaking revolver.
I always see that shit that shares on Facebook of that of that AR-15 that's like all unicorned out. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I've seen some funny ones of that. People getting like just like Mario and Luigi touching dicks and stuff like that.
They don't get that.
No, do anything you can imagine. Someone has it.
Oh, there's more than one. There's a bunch of them.
Oh, dude, these are all so cute.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
My Little Pony.
That's why when you said like are most guns black, yeah, most guns are black. But look at all these guns that aren't black.
Yeah.
Look at all these many-colored guns who support fucking gay unicorns and fucking killing commies like Black Lives Matter activists.
Those are for brownie conventions.
Oh, that one's super sweet. Did you see the one that they had all chainsawed out? It's probably for novelty, but where was it?
Right there.
Right there.
Oh no, the chainsaw's yeah, that's completely custom made, and I would almost bet money it's functional.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Because you can get attachments that'll let you basically clamp anything to an AR. The whole chainsaw thing, just because of the video games, not because it's like
Practical.
it's not a good idea. It's just because a lot of people in this country have money. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, there's a lot of not black guns. There's also a lot of black guns, and I love all of those guns. I was gonna say equally, and I'm not gonna lie. Some of these unicorn guns I love more than black guns.
Dude, could you imagine if unicorns?
I
actually
wanted
existed?
that lesson to like equate directly, but it didn't. Those unicorn guns are sweet as fuck.
Well, if you saw an actual unicorn person, dude, I'm pretty sure that lives matter.
That was not what we meant to do. That's for a different episode. Okay.
It was the right timing with my unicorn person, though.
Yeah,
So
it was pretty good. It worked out for sure.
But I'm pretty sure a unicorn person's life would matter most because they're endangered, and that's if we killed that person, they're extinct.
Anybody who's paying attention knows we like unicorns on this podcast. We like zebracorns.
Zebracorns.
Zebracorns, yeah.
Get a zebracorn AR.
That's because you
That'd be
can't.
sweid.
At the shoot.
If I
it shoots my podcast is better than
if
your
I
podcast
ever
bullets.
if I made any amount of money off of like posting these videos, I would definitely, if I got enough of it to buy like a custom made rifle. I wouldn't get an AR though, just because I'm not a big AR dude. I would get an AK-47 and I would have it customed out like that, except for
And then hang it.
Yeah,
in the
background. Hang it like up here in front of the green screen, so it's
Yeah.
the only thing that's always there.
Yeah, every time you change the background, it's still.
It's still there, and it's just a zebra AK-47 with the horn on. I'll have it custom made with the zebra head that'll fucking be the attachment on the AR, but it'll just be like a squirt gun.
Yeah, the reason.
Just to be obnoxious, and the whole rifle will have a horn on it. It'll be like, eat dick, bitches. It'll be like, just like the gays. What?
I'm with it, man.
That's a great way to use your money.
Yeah,
that's the only right way to do it.
Well, yeah, you're not gonna live forever. You better
it's an investment.
You gotta have a little fun with it.
It's an investment. You're spending your money on something that's gonna make you more money.
And I mean, even if it doesn't, I just like it. I mean, the resale value is not going to be that high on that. Because, well, I mean, it's going to be high because it's a rifle, but if I tried to resell it, it's actually going to sell for less because people are going to be like, well, I don't really want a zebra print that says I'm a fag on it. Like,
Dude, no. Like,
what's that unicorn thing? Well, bro, you can take
you
can take the unicorn off of it. I still don't like it. It looks gay. You know, like, I don't know. There's not a lot of resale value in that, but I would fucking buy it without question.
Yeah, the reason our unicorn is a zebra instead of regular, because then it's not racist, because either it'd be a black unicorn or a white unicorn, but we got a mixed one.
That was not at all in the thought process. But yeah, sure. I'm glad that you came up with that. I'm glad that you perceived it as being not racist, because that means we're allowed to
we want to put out a good
shit.
image.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You know, just a couple of white, non-racist dudes in a basement. That's why we got a zebra unicorn logo.
Yeah, you know, like Sniffy Joe, completely harmless, loving black people like Kamala Harris.
You're not black.
He never sniffed any black children.
Nope. Didn't sniff that bitch. You tell her, look on her face. Nah, she looked like she got a sniff. Look at it. She does not look like she's enjoying herself.
The one on the left. The other one has too much confidence.
That's our homegirl JoJo.
We're voting for her.
That's our homegirl.
Well, I mean, who are you gonna? Well, I should just ask: are you gonna vote? Cause do you plan on voting?
Yeah, I'm voting JoJo, man.
No, I know, not you, Kirk.
Oh, me? No, I never vote.
Oh, so you're not gonna vote at all?
I don't know how.
Then we won't.
you literally just like go and just like check boxes, dude.
Then we won't waste time.
Well,
this year you can mail it in if you want.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that option was always available.
No, it wasn't.
That's
why they've been so fucking serious about it. It's never been an option. You've always had to vote in person.
Yeah.
I mean, technologically, like our technology, whatever. Like, I mean, technically, we could all be voting on the internet if that was an option, but it's never been an option. When you go vote for president, you have to go do it in person. Big debate about it right now. Won't bore you with it. It's not fun to talk about because people are fucking idiots.
That's why nothing's fun to talk about.
Look, all right.
People just lose it over anything.
Yes, they do.
But no, the only way I would vote is if I would just like wrote in something for fun, like Elmo's titties or something.
Yeah, I was gonna vote for Josh because I thought it was gonna be funny, and then I actually like Jo Jorgensen as a candidate, and I want to see her get as many votes as possible, because the more votes you get as a third party, if they get like 4% or more, like that actually helps them get funding and like stay on the 50 ballot list and stuff like that.
Yeah. I was trying to do that.
Because that's what they've been doing. Like most of what
I was trying to do that years ago with Gary Johnson. And
yeah, because when a third party picks a candidate and they do it like this late in the race, which I mean isn't really their fault, but when they have to throw the campaign together like that, that's what they got to do. So they got to work on being on the ballot in all 50 states, and they got to just try to make people aware that there is a third party, and it's impossible. It's an uphill battle, but.
That's something. See, that's
you gotta vote for what you believe in, you know.
I don't like about people like when you get enough people like the way that we just accept drug tests at work is just because everyone just accepts it.
That was a weird way. I know.
It's the fact that people
I get the point you're trying to make. Yeah. It was just an interesting example that you.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna also say about the election because they always say like, oh, if you don't win the DNC, like you can't be like, why does that matter? If people want to vote for that person, if everyone just decided, even if someone got knocked out of one of the things, you could still just write their name in. But people act like they just died. Like Bernie Sanders could still win if everyone just wrote in Bernie Sanders, but everyone acts like that guy just dead.
They act like it's not even. Because even though you have the legal right to write it, like in 2016, like 10% of the population voted for Harambe.
Yeah.
If anybody doesn't remember, he's a dead gorilla.
Yeah.
You can do that. They have to. That's the thing. The only reason we know, I can probably find out what the percentage is because we have to have it on record because legally they have to count every vote. Mm-hmm. And even though it doesn't affect the pick of the president, but they have to allow you.
It did. 26 or 20 whatever 6% of the population affected the vote for. Like I think if everybody just wrote in some bullshit, dude.
That's what I keep saying. I keep telling everybody to just not vote for those two. You can vote for anybody but them because it's still the Electoral College still picks president, But if the popular vote is swayed to that level, then we have a platform for change. Yeah. They have to listen to us.
Yeah.
Because
it might be another 4 years, but still.
No, they would have to listen to us. Like, something would have to happen because people would go crazy and they would riot for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if, let's say, hypothetically, 80% of the population didn't vote for a Democrat or a Republican, and then we still got stuck with one of them. Yeah. That means that with no doubt, like, without a shadow of a doubt, they don't care what the American people want because the American people said no and they didn't listen. Yeah. Now we have a platform for change. Now I'm okay with burning down all the Capitol buildings. Mm-hmm. That's how quick my fucking...
That's my whole point, though. That people, like, it's too much willingness to just accept shit and just go along with it. Mm-hmm. Well, and everyone just acts like things can't change. They're all just like, oh, that's just how it is.
Well, actually, hold on.
From a young age...
No, you can keep talking.
From a young age... through our schooling, we're indoctrinated with obedience.
Yeah. And I got into a fight with my aunt about that because she's a teacher and she's trying to tell me how school is not. It's a good place. I'm like, no, it's literally teaching kids like. I was like, everyone's good at something, and school makes you think you're not.
Single file lines, fucking. You can only go to the bathroom at this time, fucking. Like like all this dumb shit, and you're just and they're instilling you obediency and compliancy.
Well, I don't know if this is causation. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
But like you can only do this at this time. Like which and it's they're trying to get you used. A lot of people have said they're trying to get you used to the workforce.
Yeah.
But like we're children. You know, like we got to be able to figure out what we're like. You can figure out what you're good at as a child. Like I was always drawing on the back.
Well, that's the thing. You have to have time to like focus on things that you're passionate about so that you don't get stuck in, like, the meaningless walk through your empty days that was stuck in.
That was something that I had read about.
But that's not the way our society's set up, unfortunately.
I don't know if it's
at work
actually...
I got my sketchbook stolen from me by management.
Really?
Which is fucking weird. Just because they were like him and his cartoons. Before we go any farther, I didn't mean to just tell you shut up, but I have it on screen, so we have to talk about Harambe. It says that they didn't do an official vote, but he was trending online, and according to Twitter, he got 11,000 votes, but they just wouldn't do an official count because it was so ridiculous. So there was no official count, but a lot of people did vote for him.
Oh, that's bullshit.
He allegedly got 11,000
I remember
votes.
one year a lot of people voted for Roseanne. Like,
that's great. So the thing
that's good, especially now, after everything that's happened with Roseanne.
The thing I read about with school is, and I don't know if this is true or conspiracy, but they said that because when school became a legal thing, like you had to go to school, they said it was around the same time that it was like the only thing you had out of school was you either went to work in like a factory or you went to the military. Yeah. And so it was like the idea of like law and order, obey orders, and because back then it wasn't like super like this, like having a thing in the basement doing your own thing. That wasn't the thing back then. It wasn't. Like you got a job, you got married.
Well, plus it wasn't something that was like. Nowadays, it's a lot easier and more accessible to us to. That's why entertainment platforms are so huge. Like now, like YouTube, is because it is easy for someone like what we're doing right now. Like in the '90s, this is like what your news station had the ability to do.
This is opium.
Yeah, this was like all of your. This was like what a high budget like talk show would have looked like in the '90s. Now I did it with. We just said it. I did it with a tarp and a couple of work lights. And
a computer.
Like a couple that big black weatherman. This is what he had. Like who's that big black weatherman? This is his setup he had.
Ollie?
Yeah.
Like from Family Guy?
No. Yeah.
Like, hey, how's the weather out there, Ollie? It's raining.
No, the actual. Like I don't know why he got super famous for being a weather guy.
I thought you were talking about Ollie.
Yeah, that guy.
I think that's who the joke's based off of.
Probably.
That's who you're talking about. That's who Ollie is. Ollie with the weather. It's gonna rain. Thanks, Ollie.
Yeah, that's all you need to do as a weatherman.
For real. Yeah. I wish Ollie was the. If you went to like the Weather Channel, I wish he was the guy.
I get so annoyed. Like nowadays, they come out like if it's Halloween, they have a costume and shit. It's like stop doing a bunch of weird shit. Just tell us the weather.
For real though.
You're wrong most of the time anyway.
Nobody's having fun watching the news. Like
no, it's just old angry racist women. Oh, speaking of old racist angry women, I just found out my grandma has cancer.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm slowly discovering that all of my shirts are too short for podcasting.
They're too short for your body. That's what it is.
Thanks, Kirk. Thanks.
You could start landscaping and get huge like me, dude. Like.
Fuck off. Fuck your. I used to build,
stealing Mexican jobs.
I used to build pools, and now I just trim the hedges around the pools.
Fucking ripped though.
Show him getting ripped.
Yeah. So I got a funny thing to talk about. He told us not to talk about it till it's time to talk about it.
Okay.
That's a really weird introduction.
That's an interesting
Oddly
way.
specific.
Start that.
So like a recent friend of mine was became like a woman earlier this year.
Oh, okay.
And like now like
just like
you see pictures of her and like they got like tits or whatever now. And I don't know if it's just like she's stuffing her shirt or like the hormone pills.
I get what you're saying, but she's
pills or whatever.
She's got the tits going on.
But then she posted a thing talking about getting like the breast surgery done, and I commented on there as all like tits don't make you a woman, and I said a whole bunch of other shit on there, and then she got all like, well thanks, I got permission from a fucking cis white dude, blah 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 blah, and I was like, I didn't say it on the Facebook because I would have got all sorts of chastised and ridiculed. I was just thinking in my head, I was like, you're still like basically a fucking cis white, or not I guess cis anymore, but you're still a white dude.
The fact that we're still pretending that cis is a term that we should be using in seriousness is it's just funny to me. Like, come on, dude, stop making up words.
One of my favorite things was someone described a normal straight relationship using all those words, and I was like, well, this is like a paragraph. To
just say the word
shit.
straight.
Yeah.
Just say it. Yeah. Like, just say it. But yeah, it's just like, oh, fucking Joe, man. Oh, we shouldn't have said that.
No one knows who Joe is.
Oh, that's not his name anymore, so it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah. Oh, your dead name. That's worse.
It is legally changed now.
Yeah, so they'll never know who we're talking. Is it legally changed now?
Yeah.
I want to put him on blast, but I don't want to. That's a can of worms. Oh, I guess I already opened it unintentionally. Unintentionally.
You do that.
I don't care. I do that. I don't care what you do on your own time, but come on, man. Just drink up a gay beer and calm down.
Gay beer.
Gay beer. The pro.
7% semen.
Favorite beer of the gays? I don't know.
Corona?
No, gay beer.
Oh,
no,
it's
you haven't seen.
Corona just makes you want
It's
to
a legit
fight.
gay beer, dude.
You haven't
It's
seen
Andrew's
gay
new
beer.
unofficial sponsor.
The unofficial sponsor. Brought to you by Gay Beer. I bet if any beer company, because we were talking about this the other day where we've been doing like the beer review things. I'm like, if we ever got pulled for that or someone got mad, I was like, the only one that would ever get mad would be Gay Beer, just because we've clearly been making jokes about them. No, that's a lot of gay beer. Gay beer.
So it's a legit born in Brooklyn. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What's it taste like, semen?
Probably.
No, at Schnucks around the holidays, we sell this shit called Kringle Cream. And yeah, I swear to God, it's got to be Santa semen.
That sounds like something the priest gets to do. Kringle cream.
Kringle cream.
I'm feeling festive, Walter, my young protege.
Yeah, we looked it up on the last episode. I'll do it again because it's fucking great. It's in Brooklyn.
It's in Brooklyn? I thought that was some European
That's
shit.
why, dude, when I saw it, it did not seem like it would be in Brooklyn. Like, look at this. It looks like gay beer.
That is awesome.
It is great. I want to order some just to try it.
The redhead chick looks like a mannequin. That's creepy.
My friend Crystal looks like a mannequin.
I hope
really?
Yeah.
I hope she has a penis.
Miss Gay Beer. Wouldn't that be called a dyke?
Joe, is that you?
It is a weird.
Yeah, he is a redhead. That's why I said it. If anybody does know who we're talking about, they'll think that's hilarious.
Christ.
But yeah, we don't talk about Joe too much. I'm just saying, man, stop being stupid. Just calm down, everybody.
It really, honestly.
That's what it is.
That's what it. That's
everybody needs to calm down just a little bit.
Well, my thing I've always believed is you should be allowed to say anything you want, and you can make fun of anything if it's funny.
Either everything's okay or nothing's okay.
Yeah,
but that's how free speech and humor works.
But there's comics that want to be like, no, there's rules.
Yeah, but they're not real comics. They're just they're just virtue signaling fucks. They found out what they had to do to be popular and they wrote it. They don't care about comedy. They just care about fucking.
But that's what I don't like.
Stroking their own egos,
tainting it, because then you go to places and you can't do anything because you don't fit their normal agenda, and it's like it's hard to find legit comedy places. I know.
Sometimes it just feels like there's a fucking gay comic.
Yeah, right, like that. Is it green? Oh, I was gonna say that'd be great because then you could actually put an image.
Yeah.
I would think it would show the back.
No, I just do that sometimes because it makes it look like I had to black bar it, you know. So it's like censored.
Yeah,
dicks
that's
in
cool.
your face. Yeah, so like.
Is that size accurate?
I hope so.
I hope so.
Maybe adding a little.
You know what? Yes.
I like it.
Oh, yep. Yeah. I feel it's deadpanning out.
You don't have anything interesting to talk about,
right, Kirk? You haven't been on here for how long? It's been. We put out so many episodes.
It's been like a month and a half.
You gotta have. You. What's the news, man? I asked you for some.
Some news.
Not some gay stuff. That's what.
It's just. I mean, nothing. The only interesting that happened. Oh, one thing that was
I know
really
there's
cool,
no comedy going on, so it's like
at my job, the family that owns the place, the dad owns the business, and then his kids all do all the other jobs, and we're like way too big of a business to be that like problem with people having issues. It's a family and shit,
Yeah, no,
And one of the things that happened was he gave a meeting one day and he just said, if you don't like, he's like, you turn off the road, you're on private property. And he's like, if you don't like it, I will lay you off so you can go collect unemployment and I'll pay you for 2 weeks severance. And like, he didn't think anyone was going to do it. He was just talking, being a loudmouth asshole. And like a bunch of people took the deal.
Oh, so now they're probably super short.
Yeah,
people.
I'm alone now. I work in a department that's supposed to be 3 people and it was just me for like a month. They just got a new guy, and he's a piece of shit, so I told him to fire him. So this is probably his first and last week.
That's rough.
Yeah, it's great for me because I got kind of moved up.
Well, I mean, I can see why people are getting fed up, though.
Well, it's just a lot of annoying family bullshit, and one of the things I hate is this place is
drug
test.
If he's playing, because you've told me before that they play favorites a lot.
There. Oh, yeah.
And if you got to deal with that shit, yeah, you might as well leave.
All of my supervisors are foreign, like, it has nothing to do with the fact that they're foreigners, but they're foreigners and they're all family, like, they all moved here together.
I get power moved. I love how you had to be like, it's not because they're foreigners.
Yeah, but they just power moved, and, like, they actually got people, like, to quit because they just wouldn't stop harassing other people until they all took all the positions they wanted. Now they like run part of the shop.
Damn.
Yeah, it's just like shit like that where it's like cliquey and you have to get in with certain people. But like the family, one of the things I hate is the owner decided to make random drug testing a thing, and when they legalized it in Illinois, he was like, we're gonna do it even more now. And what doesn't make sense is he doesn't want you to smoke weed on your free time, but he has a wine cabinet in his office, and he drinks like a bottle or two a day. He gets cases delivered. It's like, wine's good, but you're not allowed to smoke weed. I can do it, but you can't.
Well, you live in Wisconsin.
I live in Wisconsin, but I work in Illinois.
You work in Illinois?
My job, I've been working.
The whole time?
My job is in Illinois, yeah.
Shows how much I pay attention.
Yeah.
And so, I told you because when we got legalized.
I know we've talked about it before, but I always forget because I know you live in Wisconsin.
Yeah, it does throw it off.
It gets confusing.
But yeah, that's like one of the most annoying things. Just like I don't have any good shit to talk about. There's nothing big about it.
Yeah, that was just kind of like a shitty work. So like, my boss is a dick. I'm like, I know. So's mine.
Yeah. My boss.
At least he's not Ellen.
My boss is pretty cool.
Oh, that's something I could.
Yeah, I haven't talked about that at all. I haven't even touched
I've heard about Ellen.
Turns out Ellen's a cunt.
Breaking news. Yes. Breaking news. Ellen DeGeneres is a cunt. I'm not surprised at all. But yeah, apparently she treats her employees like shit. I don't know. I don't have anything real to say about it.
I heard she kicks dogs.
She kicked what?
Yeah.
What?
She kicked his dog.
She kicks dogs. She doesn't like dogs.
Kicked his dog.
Goddamn.
I gotta pee real quick. Y'all can. I don't know.
Dude, what kind of beer do you have? Do you have an extra one or something?
Yeah, I got a twisted tea and I got a High Life left.
Dude, can I steal a High Life from you? Or do you care?
Yeah.
Dude, awesome. Go steal the captaincy while he's gone.
The what? The captaincy?
Yeah. You know how to run the shit. You have
I really don't, but I'm like...
you have a podcast.
I do, but it's...
What? You got the German Nazi cross on you?
With USA. USA, baby.
Dude, it's not even a fucking Nazi.
Welcome to the Weinercast infiltration of my podcast is better than your podcast, which is... which I'm saying is Weinercast is better than my podcast is better than your podcast.com. I'm in the captain's seat. We're gonna fucking get this shit going to outer fucking space.
That was just the Nazi salute. That's a space. That's a new Space Force salute. To space and beyond.
They made a show on Netflix.
Yeah, Space Force.
Space Force. It was Steve Carell and some other people. It's not a bad show. I think it's pretty funny.
I keep watching it, but I fall asleep and wake up 3 episodes later. So I keep having to rewatch.
It is one of those shows that you forget about, and then you're just like trolling through Netflix. Like I did start watching.
Yeah. Dude, every time I go over it, my girlfriend's like, "We should watch that." I'm like, "We did. We watched a couple episodes." Like, oh yeah.
But it's not bad. It's just here's one of the problems. There's too much content out there to try to keep up with everything. Mm-hmm. And then when you're having a conversation with somebody, and they're like, "Do you watch this show, like Game of Thrones or whatever?" You're like, "No, I don't have enough time," or whatever. They're like, "What? No, you fucking absolutely. You have it the wrong way. No, now it just looks clear."
My dick. All right, get out of here.
No, that's. And then it's always like there's specific shit that's trending, and you don't get to see other shit because you're watching what everyone else thinks is funny or good.
And then you're not. So that's one thing that sucks about shit that's trending is everything should be trending because we're at a point in age and time where.
See, that looks cool.
Whoa.
He's got a Mr. Potato Head dick.
All right.
No, dude, we're going
were
back
you guys talking about Space Force while I was being?
Yeah, because he did
before you were like my private person.
He's like, we're going to space and beyond. I was like, that's a new Space Force salute.
I started doing.
You did the thing.
Yeah, that's a Space Force salute.
I started doing
space and beyond.
I started doing Weinercast.
That's funny.
That should be.
I took over your show, so I started doing Weinercast.
Was that on the show,
content.
or did you come up with that?
I thought of it.
Okay, because I was gonna say, there's no way there's anything that funny on that show.
That would be hilarious.
I watched the first couple episodes. It's fucking stupid. That Space Force shit.
I was watching, but every time I watch it, I fall asleep, wake up 3 episodes later. So
yeah, because it's one of those shows that you're gonna do that every time. Because Steve Carell just can't get out of the fucking dry humor that you got, like, because everybody.
The Office, it works.
Everybody loved The Office so much, so now that's his humor in everything he does. And before they did The Office, he was actually. I liked him as an actor. But I don't
40-Year-Old Virgin.
I don't like The Office very much. So
I think it was the same writer that did The Office that made Space Force.
Well, that's probably why it sucks.
I thought The Office was pretty good. It kind of got a little bit. Some of it wasn't great, but
it
was a pretty decent. The thing is, it wasn't like a great comedy, but it was entertaining to watch.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Creed, man.
Creed was great, dude. The one when he's like, Dwight shows him a picture of the weed, and he's like, describes exactly as like, that's sativa, indica, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. And he's like, no, it's marijuana.
Get out of my office.
He's all pissed off.
Get out of my office.
That's like the only funny. Well, I mean, like some of the memes are funny because there's funny quotes from the show. Like there's situational funny in it. Mm-hmm. But that's the thing is that
it's not a great comedy, but it's a great entertainment.
I mean, some of the shit is super funny. It's just not for me because it's so dry. I can't sit through it to get to the funny.
So you're not like a Seinfeld fan either.
I love Seinfeld.
Really?
That's a different kind of dry.
He doesn't
like different kind of dry.
He's not a rapist. That's why he doesn't like dry shit.
Jesus fucking Christ.
You know what's great? I have had to do very, very minimal editing since you haven't been on the show.
Yeah. I thought that was kind of funny.
That one's not bad.
No, I'll leave that in. I'm just saying, like, I haven't had to edit nearly as much dark humor since you haven't been here.
Like, I feel like
I have to edit name drops sometimes, and other than that, that's it.
Like, rapists like their steak well
When
done.
he was here, like, 3-4 times an episode, I'd have to be like, okay, so I'm going to write that down. And we're going to go back and cut that.
I just swing a lot. I'm not afraid to swing for a home run and strike out.
But I've had
when it hits, it hits.
Yeah, yeah.
I know we've when we were actively doing comedy, we noticed. Yeah, we do. We definitely noticed. Oh, but yeah, I respect that. Sometimes it works. How do you find out?
Yeah.
How else would you find out?
You gotta find the 1 out of 10.
You didn't try, you'll never find out.
Mm-hmm.
No, back to fucking shit that's trending and what shouldn't be trending and what...
What is trending, Weiner?
Trending is just the shit that the vast majority of the people in America, or possibly even around the world, and most first world...
I'm not asking for the definition. I'm asking what is trending.
I don't know. I don't know.
Like
what is? He's going like.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing is that I have no idea what's currently trending until like way after it's not trending anymore, and then that's when I start doing it.
Fucking 13-year-olds on TikTok.
Yeah, like I'll probably start TikToking like 10 years from now. You know, like once
once it's real again.
So like
after some of those kids are actually at a fuckable age, then you'll get on.
Shut the
then they'll
fuck
be
up! God
You're looking for pussy.
I might cut that.
I'm just saying because you don't want to watch them when they're kids. You want to wait till they're older.
Oh
That's not
God.
bad to say.
Well, I mean,
you were allowed to say that shit though back on TV because I remember watching the Man Show.
Also,
as a kid.
I want to point out why that was bad to say because what you just said is like that's what grooming is, and that's a horrible thing.
No, it's not grooming because you're not in their life. You're waiting until they're old enough to watch.
And then you pounce. That's
Yes.
still creepy, I guess.
Well, yeah, but it's what he would do.
No.
That's what Weiner's hand would do.
Yeah.
It was great because when you said that, you're like, that's what he would do, and then his hand popped on screen.
I wouldn't do it.
Tickle Joe Biden.
Because I have kids, so I don't like to. I know anyway.
The only reason we condone this humor as much as we do is because we know you're not.
No, there was an episode of the Man Show where they were talking about the Olsen twins and how hittable they would be when they become of age.
Yeah, and it was funny. And it was funny because of the way it was presented.
Yeah.
Because you can see where that could be not funny, where they could present it in a way where they were like, yeah. You know what I mean.
So how is it not funny to say he's not going to start TikTok until 10 years when the kids that are famous now are going to be fuckable? Like, that was great. You just made it awkward. It made me look like a pedophile.
You know what sucks? See, there's times in history where that would be an easy joke to crack. I mean, it'd still be dark. But the reason it's hard to do right now is because human trafficking is actually a huge hot button issue right now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Dude, they just found 39 kids in Georgia.
In a Georgia trailer park.
In a double-wide trailer as part of a human trafficking wing, and they found 15 in Ohio the next day.
See,
that's in this country.
I don't know anything about human trafficking.
The only reason that's not the fucking big name, that's not the biggest news in America right now is because Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization, and that's all they want to talk about. What? Yeah, no, we should be fucking at this point saving people. Like I said, they just found fucking like over 50 kids altogether. And
I also saw something about, because I hear people talk about all these pedophile busts, and they say a lot of it has to do with Trump's policies, and they say people don't like it because it's Trump kind of...
What?
There's some political people that I see on Facebook. I have a lot of relatives that are really annoying political, and something that they will say is that a lot of this stuff is happening during Trump's term in office. So they're saying it's associated with Trump, like he's helping stop pedophilia.
Yeah.
And like people who are on the left, like there's a lot of shit that Trump does that might actually be good, but people don't like it just because he's the one doing it. And so that's just something that I've heard is people saying that, I don't know, one of the reasons it's not getting news is because it's Trump is in office while the pedophile rings are getting stopped. I don't know. It's just shit that I heard about.
No, okay, I don't know about that. So you're saying... I was writing something down, so I'm not entirely sure what you said. Sorry, y'all. So, we go back and explain that a little bit better. You said Trump.
Okay, Trump's in office, so it's his presidency. Right. And while he's the president, there's really huge, like a lot of pedophilia rings are getting broken up. So some people are associating it to him.
Okay,
so
I know what you. I'm sorry, I know what you mean now. Yeah,
because it makes him look good.
A lot of people think that. Yeah, because they say, I see those memes all the time where they say Trump is the only president who's ever actively fought against pedophilia.
Yeah, and people don't like it just because it's something he did.
I think, which is fucked up because...
He's a total pedophile.
Trump?
Yeah, Trump.
What is that about?
Trump has said some creepy things about his daughter, and has definitely.
I wrote a joke
He
about
said
that.
some creepy things about like being like the host of like little kids like beauty pageants and shit too. Like,
Oh, I see. I didn't hear about that.
I don't get how you could do that job. Like, how could you possibly?
I don't understand why we still have those because they're disgusting.
My little sister used to like my sister's mom used to put my little sister in those types of things when she was a little kid, and like
it's just gross. It's a bunch of adults in a room judging how cute little kids are.
Yeah, it's super gross.
Yeah,
it's super gross.
I don't even look at any kids other than my kid's cute because he's my kid.
I don't even like looking at my kid. Goddamn disgust me.
Turn around, turn your face.
Yeah, turn around. Turn around when
you face away.
Turn around when you're talking to me, boy.
Both your kids look weird.
I love you, Dad. Sure. Whatever.
Both your kids look weird to me, so.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Is like if you have a kid, you think they're cute, but other people's kids, like, unless you like kids,
I get the point you're saying.
Yeah,
I hated all kids all the time until I had one that I like because he's my kid. Mm-hmm. So now I'm less like that, even when like I see other people's kids because I'm like I get it now.
The first kid I
versus where before I had one I had to deal with, I fucking hated kids actively. I was like, get them away from me.
Yeah, the first kid I liked was when my brother had because he had the kid before me, and so then it was like my niece. So it was like the first like kid in my family. I was like, oh hey, this kid, and it's my younger brother's kid. But now his other kid, I don't even care at this point. Like, the more kids he has, I'm just like, the first one was cool.
Right on. Yeah, well, after a while, that kind of loses its pizzazz, especially when you're having them on accident. You're like, another one? God damn. You start being like, abortion's a good idea. And then the lady's like, I don't want to kill our baby. And then she never forgets it.
Well, the problem is, the only time my brother has a kid is when he gets laid. Like, he only gets laid every 2 years. And then he has a kid.
Wow.
Dude, that made me feel better about my sex life. Honestly, crushing it.
We just make that's one of my family we make fun of. Like we tell him that his one of his kids was actually his buddy got his girl pregnant. It's not even his.
That's interesting.
Well, my brother's girlfriend doesn't like the.
That's when you can't tell if your kid is Chinese or has Down syndrome.
Well,
that was great.
That was an interesting direction. On that note, I think we're gonna start close. We're gonna go ahead and close out. We got the regular announcements before we go. Don't forget, there is a direct line that you can always get a hold of us. mypodcastisbetter@gmail.com.
Oh, we really have a direct line?
Yeah, we do now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so you haven't been here in a while.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be like probably the third video episode. Either way, they know. the couple of listeners we have who we appreciate immensely. Thank you so much.
I left the cigar here so long ago.
That's actually
totally different
my
cigar.
buddy was here earlier.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and he was chewing the shit out of it.
Oh, fuck, I thought it was my cigar.
And you just put it in your mouth too.
So what?
Yeah, you got the Rona now.
Yeah, I recorded
You
two.
officially got the Rona.
I mean, I smoke cigars
Rona
sometimes
doesn't
now. I
exist.
smoke cigars sometimes now too. Remember, because I don't smoke cigarettes anymore. Yeah, so that could have been mine even.
Oh.
Speaking of which,
Well, now I have AIDS.
I would actually like to go get a cigar after this recording. Do you want to keep hanging out, Weiner?
Yeah, I got it.
Cool. Well, I just wanted to make sure. Yeah, but I just want to run to like the smoke shop and grab a cigar because I don't have any. What else is I
Support your local
smoke
shop.
The end of this episode got derailed. All right, you know about the email. You know about everything else. I guess that's it. Yeah.
Go on to YouTube and search Team Weiner, not the first one that pops up, and scroll down a little bit.
Somebody's trying to move in on Weiner's turf.
And then there'll be another one with a drawing of me with a fucking Weiner Man mask on.
Of Captain Weiner.
Weiner Man.
Whatever.
Yeah, and then you click on that one and you watch all my fucking content because you're bored as hell in quarantine.
I would never look up Team Weiner.
Team Weiner.
I don't think he's gotten any viewers from our show.
Don't do that.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, especially if you made it this far in the show. We're trying to put out content weekly, so we'll be back soon. Never forget that if this is not your favorite podcast, you ain't black.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Vote for who you want.
Until next
don't fuck kids.
time.